Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. I'm here at Connor's place for the annual bench tour.
Hey everyone, good to see you. Hope you enjoy the new place and get to see all the new and old trees.
Here is Connor's place. This is a brand new place for Connor, so everything's a little different than last time you saw it.
Yeah.
So Connor's going to demonstrate his watering system.
Awesome. So we'll get that set up.
Okay, so here is the sprinkler system activated. And I hear water. So here's a close-up of the head here.
They eventually will come to pressure.
I see. Oh, that's nice, eh?
Yeah. But they're all these like 180 angle, like the. And then
okay,
I sprinkle, I space them up, so then they fall over.
Kind of covers everything nicely, eh?
Yeah.
I was surprised
stuff on the ground.
That one that we installed in the greenhouse, or you installed.
Yeah.
I was surprised how well it watered everything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, because they're actual sprinklers, like they're not misters.
I expected there'd be dry spots in the pots and that, but no, it waters them really well.
Yeah, so that's why I put them up, so like, and then it falls
up and it covers the whole bench, eh?
And I have them all wired, so I can,
I can bend them. Position them precisely, eh?
Yeah, this was the hardest one to get full coverage.
Okay.
So it has like two
of them pointing at it. Wow, so it gets even the lower level down here. Wow, that's awesome. And that just put it on a timer and forget about it, eh?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can't, like you said, the dry spots, so you can't totally forget about it, but it's a good supplement.
Yeah, look at that. Wow. Here's Connor's maple in the corner, and he has a nozzle just for his maple back here to keep it nice and healthy, and it looks really good. Appa's just relaxing. Hi Appa, how are you? There he goes, full of beans. There he comes. Hello.
So this is the shady bench. I guess it's as much shade as the backyard has, so I try to keep like the shade-loving plants back here, or things that are in kind of recovery. Yeah.
Water sensitive.
Yeah. So these are. This is the Carillion dogwood.
Dogwood. Okay.
Yeah. So you can see it's got the couple berries.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a nice sized berry, but a little droopy. So I think it's maybe, grew really fast in this pot, or is getting too much sunlight, or something. It's not super happy. But
I see.
These are all the flower buds for next year.
Yeah. Wow. And white flowers on it, or
a yellow.
Yellow.
A very unique. Cornus mass is what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, it has a yellow, sprinkly, with little fingers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's really fun. This is, you may have seen this at Chris Hendry, the bonsai guy's place before. Yeah. I've been eyeing it for years, and he finally sold it.
Nice.
So
Cal plum, right?
Yeah. It's really.
Oh, I see. It's a
really strong cascade.
Oh wow!
And I have it in a Wayne,
that is
copper
a
Wayne
nice
pot.
I like that.
Yeah, it fits the bend to the tree almost perfectly.
Yeah, that's really nice matching.
But annoying to sit on the bench, so it has to sit in another pot.
Right, to elevate it.
Yeah. So it was repotted. It was really root bound. It was in one of those curved containers.
Oh yeah.
That had to break.
Oh really?
Yeah, I couldn't get it out. It was very, very root bound.
A cascade container that had curved to the sides.
Yeah. And it was overdue for a repot. You can see there's a flower coming here.
Oh yeah.
Lovely.
That's nice. Eh?
Yeah. But it's just starting to regain health. Nice deep green color. So next I'm going to prune it. It's really overgrown.
Yeah.
But it'll be a nice...
one step at a time, eh?
Yeah, slow and steady.
It's a big step getting it repotted, and then branch structure next.
Yeah, and these are... I'm not sure, Nigel. Have you ever pruned back into old wood on these?
I think I have, yes.
Yeah. So I'm a little nervous. Like some of these are like really runny.
Yeah.
Like really long and lanky.
Yeah.
So I'd like to do hard prunes, but I don't...
I would wait till it has more vigor.
Yeah.
Before you tackle it, but yeah.
Yeah, so like some extensions, like this is all good new growth here.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
maybe next summer.
Yeah.
Get it through the winter.
Yeah, that's cool. And look at this beast, eh?
Yeah.
That's the hibiscus.
The progenitor of everyone's fire and ice.
Fire and ice. Wow, good coloring on it.
Yeah. So I keep it normally really, really tightly pruned.
Oh my goodness, look at the trunk.
Yeah, but this is another super vigorous one, so it's...
Yeah, they are. I'm amazed how fast mine is growing too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's looking really good, Connor. Nice branch structure.
Yeah, the trunk really is... It kind of looks like not your fire and ice, but the other big hibiscus you have.
Yeah,
with
the large one.
Yeah, all the
kind
branches
of a
coming.
flatter canopy.
It looks really nice, like just after a fresh prune.
Yeah.
Right now, like the leaves are pretty big.
Yeah.
But
that's
a ton of
awesome.
different variation in it. Eh?
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing the different coloring you get on it throughout the seasons.
Mm-hmm. Behind it is a full moon maple.
Okay.
That's seen a little bit too much sun.
Very unique leaves on them, aren't they? Yeah.
And they come out a really nice color, and then stay about this. It's an Aurora variety, so it stays a little yellow.
Okay.
A little lime green.
Yeah.
But if you see the trunk is very windswept-y.
Yes. Yeah.
So I lost this top branch, which was unfortunate. But I'm going to redesign the tree basically with this one branch in a very cascade or like windswept kind of style.
Yeah. Oh, it's looking good. It's got some style to it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not your regular maple.
And you can't really. It may be grafted. I'm not sure, but there's no obvious kind of
right on the
grass.
trunk, eh?
And some good movement to the trunk.
Definitely got a flow going to it.
Mm-hmm. A couple little accent plants here. I don't know what this is. Jay got this, I think, for me.
Okay.
In a cool...
wow, that is really nice.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
Yeah. And then this is one of my favorites. It's a clover, a burgundy clover.
Okay.
And I have it in this nice yellow pot.
Yeah, that looks
nice
good.
Flowers.
That looks good with the flowers, doesn't it? Yeah. Wow. And this is the Barbados cherry, is it?
Yeah. Tough to see here, but...
This is your... exposed root?
Yeah.
Wow, are those roots ever looking mature?
Mm-hmm. It's almost freestanding. The problem is the more it grows, the heavier the top. So it's freestanding when it's pruned.
Okay.
But when it's just like this is it in need of another prune again.
Yeah, when it loads up, it gets heavy again, doesn't it?
So this is the front here.
Okay, yeah. Oh, wow.
But yeah, these guys are very vigorous. I haven't had it flower in a while, but mostly because I'm pruning very, very hard.
Yeah. Wow, it's looking really good, Connor.
Yeah.
Nice pot with it too.
Yeah, this is a Wayne crystalline pot.
That is nice. I like that.
Eventually, you'll see the pink flowers, which will be nice on the pink pot.
Little flower patterns in the glaze.
Yeah, it's the crystalline glaze.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, maybe there's a...
Oh yeah, there's some more. I see them there, yeah. Wow.
Really cool.
Really cool pot.
Beside it is a Premna.
Okay. I just pruned my Premna yesterday. Oh my god, did I do hard chops on it?
Yeah.
Well, that's looking really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it's just like more ramification, smaller leaves.
I've seen on mine, the funny thing is if you prune the branch tip off, the new leaders almost grow 90 degrees to the branch.
Oh, okay.
So you don't get a really nice flow with them. It's very angular growing.
Kind of like a Portrait Claire or a Jade.
Yeah, yeah. So to get smooth kind of branch lines, it takes a bit of work.
Yeah.
But that's looking really good. And a nice pot too.
Yeah, there's another Wayne pot.
Yeah, that's looking good.
Here's my Ming.
Oh yeah. Oh
like
wow.
Similar to your guys' $50.
Oh, that's looking good, isn't it?
This is the front here.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
What a beast, eh? And did you totally defoliate it, or?
So actually, my dad likes this tree, so he was babysitting it for a while, and basically, it's in recovery.
Okay.
So yeah,
natural defoliation.
Yeah, exactly. Not one on purpose, but it's coming back now, so I'm not worried.
It looks really good at this state, doesn't it?
Yeah, kind of like a pine tree almost.
Yeah. Yeah, all the vertical new shoots, which is how they grow.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got a jade behind here.
Yeah, that's a cutting from my big one.
Yeah.
That Matt has right now.
Yeah.
It's the dwarf Crosby or whatever the variety was.
Yeah.
Behind it is again not looking super hot, but a very dwarf linden. You guys have seen this before. I've had it for a couple of years.
Yeah, a small leaf linden.
Yeah. I think same theory as that. I just haven't repotted it. It's not, like super pot bound.
Mm-hmm.
But Ray was telling me that the lindens, they need like a lot of water, and they have like a big root mass relative to their canopy.
Yeah. And
some of his in the greenhouse kind of had, like, basically the top here is like just stopped. You can see all the leaves here.
Yeah.
So maybe it was too hot. I had it over there, so I moved it over. Like, it's still very much alive, and like new growth is popping up. But maybe a bigger pot or...
Has it flowered for you?
No.
No, okay.
Not yet, no.
Yeah, I find that's with the willows. I think they need a larger root system than a typical bonsai, I think. Yeah. My linden, I notice, does not like repotting at all. My small leaf linden.
Yeah.
Every time I repot it, I get dieback and that, and then it regains its strength, and then next thing you know, it needs repotting again.
Right.
And they're tough to keep looking really good.
Yeah.
But it's looking good. It's got a great branch structure. And
yeah, well, you can just see how dense the buds are.
Yeah.
It's most of them don't, like, not all of them pop, because I don't think that the tree has enough energy to pop out all the buds.
Just got to develop the roots.
In front of us, some more accent plants. This is a pitcher plant.
Oh, wow.
Steve in the club brought them a while ago.
Okay.
I took pups off. They grow by pups.
Okay.
But this is really dense.
Yeah.
Some new growth here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I like the pitcher plants. They're cool.
Yeah. There's kind of like a zebra-y looking one back here.
Oh, yeah.
From Kim's Nature.
Wow, I've never seen one like that before.
Yeah, I think it'll kind of look cool on the bench. I don't know if it'll ever, it's not the best accent, quote-unquote, plant, but it's interesting.
Yeah, you might find something for it someday.
Yeah. Back up there's a really dwarf orchid.
Okay, yeah. Oh, look at the roots on it, eh?
It has a really, really small flower. I was originally going to put it in my root bridge penching, which we'll see in a minute. But yeah, it's just going there now.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. And you've got this jade. This is a...
Yeah, the Golem jade.
Oh, it's very small leaves.
Yeah, it's very top heavy.
Yeah.
And so it actually fell over and broke the pot.
Oh,
so
okay,
it's taped.
yeah.
So I'm going to put it in a... like a shallower, longer pot, so it has a little bit of more of a base to it.
I see. Yeah, so that's the trouble with jades, is they get pretty top heavy, don't they? Especially when they're filling out.
It's, I think, in need of like a heavy burn, like to reestablish. I have some like a lot of branches going from 2 to 3 in some places.
Yeah.
I haven't really got a lot of growth out of it in a while because it's in such a tiny pot.
Yeah, it's just limited resources. And
yeah, it's very healthy in growing, but not a lot of new growth.
Yeah, yeah, not.
So that's in shade because it was indoors for a while.
Okay.
Beside it is a strawberry guava.
Oh, okay.
And look, I have. Where is it? I have a guava.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See.
Oh yeah, right there. There's the fruit on it.
Yeah. So it just started. Well, it spent all the flowers.
Okay, yeah. And what do the flowers look like?
Little small white flowers with a yellow inside. Very beautiful.
Like a strawberry plant?
Kind of, yeah.
Sort of like that?
Yeah, that's maybe why it's called the strawberry guava.
Maybe, I don't know.
But the guava has a very nice flaking bark to it.
Yeah, yeah. I have the big guava at home, like the full-size one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bark's really cool.
And this is a triple trunk.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's looking really good.
Overgrown, but once I started seeing the guava and the flowers, I'm like, I'm just gonna let it do its thing, enjoy those for the summer, and then
I think
prune
that's
later.
A good idea sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah. Beside it, another flaky or smooth bark species is the Stordia.
Okay,
Japanese Stordia.
yeah. Wow.
Slow to heal over. That was like the one and only chop I've made.
Okay.
And I think maybe like 3 years ago. So this is all the new leader growing out of it, and I've just been growing it. This is relatively slow.
I see.
For me. I think that they're single flush. And you can see the leaf is off a little bit. They're like the azaleas. They like a really acidic mix.
Okay.
So I have acidifier in there, and I'm not sure if I'm overwatering it or, I don't know. It's also like really like shade. It's kind of fussy.
Yeah.
But growing really strong. Maybe next year.
And where are they native to, do you know? Is it like a tropical tree or?
No, I think it's like Manchuria, like northern China.
Oh, okay.
Like mainland China-ish.
Okay.
Like a Eurasian species.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think. I'm not sure. I don't think we have a native Stewardia. There might be a European Stewardia.
Okay.
A Japanese and a Chinese one.
Okay.
I think this is the Japanese.
Well, it's looking good.
Yeah. Single trunk.
Yeah.
Lots to come in the future. In front of it is my cliff style Pontilla.
Wow. Yeah. Look at that, eh?
Yeah. So I cleaned off all the bark. They have like this flaky bark.
Yeah.
But if you peel it, like there's left like this smooth cinnamony kind of bark. Maybe some bugs under there.
Very cool.
Yeah, but it looks good against the green contrast and then the yellow flowers.
Fine foliage on it, eh?
Yeah.
Wow, is that
tough to keep watered? That's again why it's in the shade and it's like on the rock. But
yeah, you've got a tall water column there.
Yeah.
That looks great against the rock. It's very scenic and natural looking.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It looks like the escarpment with the flat.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
This is the rabbit's foot fern.
Okay.
Which looks like a regular fern from above, but then underneath looks like a monster. So there's a pot in there, I see.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like completely... Oh, it's an Elton pot.
Elton Lou.
Yeah.
At least. Wow.
But you can see it's almost completely surrounded by
my
it.
My cutting is still green, but it hasn't grown.
Slow, eh? Yeah.
So I don't know if it ever will, but I keep watering it, Connor.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, and then this is an air layer from my maple. Over there, like one of the branches.
Yeah.
I'll show you the cuttings when we get to it, but it's just in the shade, growing.
Doing well, isn't it?
Yeah. These are very vigorous, the Kotohime.
Okay.
Japanese maples.
Yes. Looks like it requires a lot of pruning, does it?
Yeah. Wow. Too much.
Yeah.
This is the Bonsai, the actual Bonsai.
Wow.
So basically, where I took it from Nigel's, I sawzalled it out of the pot.
Yeah.
Like right at the tip, I left maybe like 4 inches at the base of the pot, and then completely bare rooted it and put it in a rather coarse particle mix.
Okay. Yeah.
In a basket as big as I could find.
Yeah. Which is
still quite
a
big,
large
right?
one. Yeah.
And it's doing really well. I've taken some big. I've already done like a trunk selection.
Okay.
Kind of. So this is the front we're looking at.
Okay.
But now I got to go back and get rid of all the low branches. Try to make it look like a big tree again.
Yeah, it's really dense, isn't it, with branches and trunks and.
So here's my leader. You can see the.
Oh yeah.
The new growth from the leader, which looks kind of awkward now.
You just cut the top off to bare trunks, right?
Yeah, exactly. Completely, like a trunk chop. No foliage left.
Right.
In
bottom and top at the same time.
Yes. Yeah.
And put it in and kept your fingers crossed.
Yeah, and the underneath the root base is like solid wood.
Yeah.
To about this big. So there's not a lot of root space even in this big spot. Most of it's wood.
That'll look awesome once that's exposed someday.
Yeah, I think so. Wow. Yeah. All of the trunks were cut at different heights. Like the two big ones are the tallest. Yeah. And you can see those smaller ones
down lower there.
Lower.
Yeah.
But
and are you getting any aerial roots at all? No, nothing this year, eh? I'm sure that'll come.
Yeah. Well, Matt's saying he's getting like explosions of them.
He sent me a photo of his, and it was just like they were draping down everywhere. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's what a greenhouse will do.
Tropical rainforest.
Yeah. So I was worried that one of these trunks in here,
yeah,
didn't come back at the tip here.
I see.
So, but like it made like a callus kind of here.
Yeah.
But then it butted back lower.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's what
you want.
That's what I found on these Ficus benjaminas, is that you can hard prune them. They usually don't die, but they don't
come back where you want.
Yeah, the new branches come randomly wherever the tree decides.
So this is the Rumfi, Ficus Rumfi.
Okay.
That your viewers helped identify. I was calling it a religiosa for a while.
Some people do call the Rumfi a religiosa.
Oh, okay.
And I think, I don't know, the scientific name is Ficus rumphii, but they often call this a Ficus religiosa.
Interesting.
And yeah, I don't know why that is, but
no one really knows.
yeah. Wow. So you've defoliated and pruned it up.
Yep.
How long ago was that, Connor?
A month maybe ago now-ish.
Okay.
If that, not super long.
Yeah.
But I didn't prune it before I brought it back inside, and
okay.
I lost a lot of branches over the winter because I thought I would like let it grow and keep all the vigor and try to grow it through the winter.
Yeah.
And what that did was shade out a lot of the inner foliage.
I see.
So it was nice and strong, but like very vigorous on the tips. Like, so for example, I lost like this branch here.
Yeah.
I lost like a lot of my important inner growth.
I see.
So which required like a drastic prune to kind of alleviate.
Right.
But these two branches I'm happy with now. I was growing these quite long. Most of my original cut points, you can see are healing over quite well. Like this top here is completely regrown.
Yeah.
Like this was my main prune here. Same thing here. So all clip and go with and grow with this branch exception. Still some, like I should probably cut this branch off maybe.
I see.
But yeah, if you zoom in here, you can just see the buds coming up now.
Yeah,
so
they're just starting to pop.
Yeah, you were mentioning that your ficus were slow this year too.
Yeah, I think we had a super hot July, or sorry, super hot June, and then July was warm, but it was rainy and
cool nights.
Yeah, cool nights, and yeah, just not warm enough for the ficus, I don't think.
Yeah.
They grow best when it's unbearable outside.
For us,
yeah.
See, some of the aerial roots from last year in the greenhouse have stuck around.
Oh yeah. Really gripping the trunk, aren't they? Nice.
I like the ones that kind of go into the deadwood here.
That's good. That'll thicken up.
Yeah.
Really be awesome. That's cool, Connor.
So this is my root over aerial rock or floating rocks or whatever you want to call it. So some of you guys haven't seen this in quite a bit. It was in the Peter Chan night that you couldn't see so good up on the stage, but here's your chance for a close-up. So I think last time when I brought it to Nigel's, it was still in the tubes.
Yeah.
So now it's completely exposed. It's very close to standing on its own. I have the stick on right here, which is the last kind of support.
Yeah.
But yeah, very recently pruned. All the pads and branches I'm happy with. This I've moved to an organic fertilizer this season to see what the difference is.
Yeah.
So you guys maybe remember I used like the Plant Prod.
Yeah.
20-20-20, similar to your Miracle Grow. And last year I was pretty much exclusively chemical fertilizer. This year I'm using like a manure.
Okay.
Which is like these brown bits here.
Yeah.
So you'll see them kind of all over my trees. So if anyone asks, that's the fertilizer.
I saw some tea bags.
Yeah, I've tried them in the tea bags.
Some there, eh?
And you can see the roots growing into the tea bags.
Oh wow, yeah.
So that's what I tried up here because I'm trying to get more roots around this main rock up here.
Yeah.
So I smothered it in fertilizer, and you can see it's working.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's growing an aerial root out the top there.
But the lava rock is very porous. You can see it's like the roots are crushing it in some places.
I see.
So I'm excited for when the roots crush it, and like the roots are the only thing holding the rock together.
Right. That'll look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peter Chan was speechless when he saw this. I don't think he'd ever seen anything like that in his life.
Well, I thought that was.
It was
really
kind of
awesome.
cool.
Yeah. Well, you got to play. I think this is one of my project-y trees that are fun to do and experiment with, but then you see your fruits of fruition in several years.
Bonsai is supposed to be fun, and yeah, and this is definitely a cool experiment and a fun tree and very unique.
Yeah, I think you always tell me this, Nigel, that like whenever the aerial root hits the ground, it tightens up. Yeah. So see how straight and tight this one is? Yeah. But then look, you can trace it. It goes all the way up
oh
to
my
here.
Goodness! Oh wow! So that's just pulling that whole thing down, eh? Yeah, I find they continue to pull.
Oh, okay.
So they don't ever stop contracting. They just keep.
Well, let's go. Maybe that will counterbalance this side of the planting, and eventually it will be locked in.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I'm sure this will support the cascade too. Yeah, and wow, cool, Connor.
So this is another shady area of my backyard. So I have some like nursery stock, or some like pines and cedars that are in shade, recovering from root pruning. Yeah. Some stuff that I haven't really got to yet, like this is a collected yew. Nice. With a rather nice base. Yeah. And some deadwood into it. Yeah. Very cool. Lots of branches that are close to the trunk that are nice and green on this side. So this is kind of where my tree is, and then up here is a little burnt, but I don't really plan on using those anyways. Yeah, it's nice that they sprout out from old wood, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, which is nice of a conifer. Not many conifers do that. Yeah, that's really cool. So the project section of the garden. Yeah. Future trees. Beside it is a Zelkova. Okay. So you can see that this is I think it's called a goblin Zelkova. So this is the variety, like a dwarf variety that's on the rootstock. Okay. But look, see, this is the native. This is the the wild type Zelkova. That's what I have at home. Yeah, like similar. Yeah, it looks like the American elm. Yeah. Or it could be an American elm. I'm not sure. It's like you can see. Right. It's growing in the pot. I see. Yeah. So that's maybe from the rootstock. Yeah. And the grafted varieties up top. So you're taking I'm trying to air layer off a tree, eh? Or several in the future. Yeah, I've done the tourniquet method. Okay, that's really biting in, isn't it? Yeah, so that supercharges the cutting with auxins, and they're overdue. Like I could have cut them off a long time ago, but you cut them off, dip it in rooting hormone, and it basically kind of like supercharges the cutting, increasing your success. Same thing here with this apple. Okay. But what I'm trying with this apple, and I think it's interesting, it may be hard to see, but I'm training a shohin bonsai on the tree. Right. So I'm doing all the bonsai work while it still has the nursery can roots. I see. So you can see here, so I've done some hard prunes. Yeah. Here, kind of like establishing the structure. And then I'm going to go in and, so this will increase like the wound healing speed. Yeah. It's like super... Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to grow a shohin bonsai on the tree, in a relatively short amount of time, and then air layer it off. And then you'll have a nice basic tree to begin with. Yeah, and then hopefully I won't have big wounds that will take slower to heal in a bonsai environment. And then I have these down branches to kind of keep the tree. It's a Sir Lancelot. Okay. Crabapple. Do I have any? I got rid of most of the flowers because that wasn't it, but forming there. A little crabapple, and those become like a gold color in the fall. Oh, nice. Really nice. But same thing, like the tourniquet method here. Yeah. And you can see the bulge. Like this one's way more bulgy. Yeah, that's very advanced, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, that works really well. Mm-hmm. Look at that. So this is a euonymus.
Wow.
But it's called a Blade Runner.
Oh my goodness.
So the burning bush Blade Runner.
Blade Runner
and
variety.
look how big the wings are on it.
Oh my goodness. I've never seen one like that before. Is that ever cool?
Yeah. Thick,
Wow.
thick wings on the like not on the trunk is. You can kind of see some of them here.
A few on the trunk.
Yeah, mostly on the green branches.
Yeah.
But like, look, it makes a branch look like 3 or 4 times the width.
It's crazy.
And
what a thing, eh?
Burning bush is another one of those ones that people say are single flush.
Yeah.
And that you should do pruning like only before the buds come out. But this was a really, really big tree, and it was actually blocking all the water from my sprinkler.
Okay.
So before I left for some work travels, I had to prune it back so I could get water to it. And basically at the same time I made those prunes, and then but look, this is new growth.
New growth.
So
So a second flush.
Yeah, on a hard prune.
Yeah.
You can see the new growth. So this is all this, and then this is the old growth.
Oh yeah. Wow.
But a good shape to it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Good size.
very cool.
I'm excited to get it started.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Here's a boxwood that we got from a KW nursery crawl.
I
a while
remember
ago.
that. It's
it was
changed.
It was the too tall. It was a topiary tree. And Nigel pointed out, he's like, wow, look at the base on that, Connor.
Yeah.
And then, very straight trunk.
But root flare galore, eh?
Yeah.
Very nice.
And then I'm just going to train it as like a classical deciduous form.
Yeah. It's suited to that, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is a big trunk top here. This might be my new leader. I just did this pruning.
Very cool.
Yeah. This is my pile of crap.
That's your fertilizer.
The fertilizer pile.
Okay.
I'm sure you can smell it almost, but yeah, it's fertilizer. So I haven't really noticed a big difference between organic and chemical.
Yeah.
As long as you give the tree what it needs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, kitty. What's your name?
Moki.
Moki. Well, you got a tag that says your name on it. And male?
Yep.
Most orange cats are male.
I know. Isn't that funny?
And very friendly, eh?
Oh yeah, all the
very
neighborhood kids love
friendly.
them. He's more popular than me.